Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn the second part of telephonic communication. In the previous lecture, we learned about the first part of telephonic communication, that is a business phone call. In it, we learned a business phone call, how to attend phone call, how introducing oneself, again how you should maintain polite and friendly tone, again how you are going to give additional information and maintain the politeness for the receiving of the phone. Now in the next part we are going to learn expressing negative reply, that is, sometimes the person wanted is not available or the caller has dialed a wrong number. In such cases, you need to give a negative reply, but it should not sound rude. You can use expressions like, I am afraid the particular person. We can insert a name of that person. I am afraid Mr. Suresh is busy at the moment. Can I take a message? Next example, I am sorry, Suvarna is out of station today. Next, sorry, you may have dialed the wrong number. I am afraid the line is busy at the moment. Could you call back later, please? See, in these examples, expressions, we can understand how you are going to express negative reply, but it should not sound rude. You should be polite at the time of negative reply as well. So the word sorry is important one, and how you are going to deal with it. What kind of requirement of the caller and how you are going to take a message of that particular person is important in expressing negative reply. Next example is from your text, that is page number 95. There is a task about how you are going to express and write down the following conversation about as a switchboard operator. Tell the caller that you will connect him to the person wanted. Imagine the names and other details. So 3 to 4 sentences reply is expected here. Now second example, second task is complete the following telephonic conversation. You have to complete the telephonic conversation from your textbook. Then only you can make practice for the conversation on telephone, how you are going to express your negative reply. Next part is about asking for repeating point. If a person speaks fast or in a low voice, or there is some problem in communication, then the other person should get the things clarified and ask for the repeating the points. So there are barriers in telephonic communication, like the person speaks fast or in a low voice. That's why you have to ask for repeating points. Here are examples, expressions when you are going to asking for repeating point. I am afraid I can't hear you very well. Could you repeat that, please? Or would you mind speaking up a bit, please? See, here it is about asking for repeating point, how you are going to use the expressions. Next part, a receptionist or a office or office assistant is often required to take or give messages during a telephone call. The following expressions are useful in such circumstances. In this example, you are going to learn, can I have your name and number please? Can I have a message please? Could you please ask Mr. Sunil to call me back? Could you spell that for me please? Can I just check the phone number please? See, here as a receptionist or office assistant, you are going to take or give a message during a telephone call. These kind of expressions are useful in such circumstances. Here, the next example from your textbook, that is how you are going to take or give a message. Study the example. Here, this example is from your textbook. Neha, hello, it's Neha here. Can I speak to Mr. Pradhan, please? Mrs. Pradhan, please. Rupali, phonics says, good morning, Neha. Neha, can I talk to Mrs. Pradhan, please? See how she repeated the question. Rupali, I am afraid she's busy at the moment. Can I take a message? Neha, yes, please. I met Mrs. Pradhan last month. She asked me for her phone when I was in Pune. It's about a possible joint project. As I am leaving for Delhi tonight, it would be good if she could call me before then. Could you ask her to call me? Rupali, sure. Could you give me your number, please? Neha, it's 09944558825. Rupali, that's fine. I will ask her to ring you when she is free. Neha, thanks. Bye. See how in this particular conversation you are going to or write down a telephonic conversation or a communication between two people and how you are going to take a message for the another person in that particular office or the uh, person who is in authority and you are going to work as a receptionist or the office assistant. Here is another example about the making inquiries from your text. That is, Priya, hello Priya Mehta here. Mona, Model College, good morning Priya. Priya, I would like to join the fashion designing course in your college. Could you guide me about the details? Mona, yes, sure. It's a certificate course of 1 year duration and is recognized by the UGC. You can apply for the course online. The details regarding fees, syllabus, and schedule are available on the college website. Priya, could you give me site's address, please? Mona, sure. It's www.modelcollege.edu.in. Priya, thank you so much. Mona, my pleasure. Goodbye. Goodbye. See, in this example, you can also you can write down the telephonic conversation about making inquiries. In the same manner, you can also inquire about hotel booking, train booking, bus or plane ticket booking, and the like. So, in this conversation, you learn how you are going to talk on telephone and what kind of telephonic communication is used in your business life. Next part is about dealing with complaints. That is, as a receptionist or an office assistant, you may have to encounter angry callers and deal with their complaints. In such situations, you should not lose your calm. Whenever you are dealing with clients over the phone, remain positive and all that you can to satisfy them. Empathize with them when necessary. So, in this example, how you are going to deal with complaints, and how you are going to talk with the clients over the phone is important one. Here is an example from your textbook. Read the following conversation carefully. Robert, hello, this is Robert from Karad. Rakesh, Sage Publications, Delhi. Good morning. Robert, how may I help you? See the politeness in the conversation from the beginning to the end of the conversation. This is the important part. First of all, introduction, after that, inquiry, and completion of the inquiry. See, next part. Robert, my college hasn't received the international journals in English literature and social sciences. It is 2 months now since paying the subscription. It's very shocking and not at all expected from a reputed publication like yours. Rakesh, I am sorry to hear that, Robert. Could you please give me your subscriber number? Robert, just a moment. Here you are. It's 54628 oblique 2017 18. Rakesh, please hold on for a moment. Let me check. Yes, we have received your subscription. Journals have already been dispatched on January 7, 2017 to Modern College, Delhi. It's surprising you haven't received them. Robert, excuse me. It should have been Model College, not Modern College. How could you be so negligent? Rakesh, I am extremely sorry, Robert. Be assured you will soon receive the next issue and we shall reschedule your subscription from February onwards for 2 years. Robert, thanks a lot. See, in this particular example, telephonic communication, there is a complaint about the international journals in English literature and social sciences that is not received from 2 months, and how it is the conversation in detail and how you are going to deal with that complaint in a polite manner. See how it is, how the use of, how the conversation is used. It is about the dealing with complaints, and at the same time the language and tone of the particular communication. In this way, in this particular module, we learn about the business phone call, how you are going to express your negative reply. Third part, asking for repeating points. And fourth part, how you are going to deal with the complaints. So here the four subject introduced about the telephonic communication which are useful in your business communication. That's why these four parts introduced to you. There are many parts, many types of conversation, telephonic communication in business world. So in that way, here the particular module introduced to you what is the telephonic communication, especially related to the business. So in the next lecture, we will learn about the next module which are related to the communication, the third module from this semester, second, that is the particular module name is English for Specific Purposes. Till then, thank you.